Welcome back. Yeah, if you heard that wonderful piece of music by Wasiu Ayinde Kwamwan, that's a son of the soil, and he was the biggest act during the closing ceremony of the Gateway Games. It was just fantastic. I was so proud to be a citizen of the state, even beyond the closing ceremony. Throughout the games, I was, taking a second look at the people of the state, their conduct, their character, how they managed to accommodate all the people that came into the state. You didn't hear of crisis, and as I read in the editorial, things were happening. It was not as if you could see people controlling anything, but people were just decent about most of the things they did. And things were just working almost organically. It was an incredible experience. And if anybody should know or would even know, I would be that person. I'm one of the few people in sports in Nigeria today who was there at the first National Sports Festival. This was 52 years ago. I was there. I was a participant. 2 years later, I was a participant again. 2 years later, I was supposed to take part in the 1977, but we were so busy in the national team, and we thought we were too big to even participate at the National Sports Festival. And up till now, by the special grace of the Almighty, we are still alive to be part of today's. So if anyone is alive in Nigeria today to make an assessment of the quality of the Gateway Games 2024, I'll be one of those few people. It was great. It was great, very memorable. Once again, this is Eagle 7 Sports Radio. This is your show, the listener, the public. I don't have a guest in the studio. We are just coming down from the mountain of organizing the games. And I have 2 telephone numbers I gave you. Now you can call and take control and add your voice. Give us your impression, your opinion, your own view. Pass a remark, abuse us, praise us, do whatever it is that you want to do about those involved with the games, with the Gateway Games. This would be our last show on it. So this is your show. These numbers again are 0700 22 55 1037. You can start to call from now onwards. The second number is 081 27 82 8497. My very first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, good sir.
Yeah, how are you this morning? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Majid is my name.
Majid.
Yeah, that's the name.
Very good, very good. You're welcome.
I'm calling from Adigbe.
Okay.
Very close to your business station.
Very good. So
let me start by. Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. It's your show. It's your show.
Okay.
Take control. Yes.
Okay. Let me start by thanking you sincerely for all that you have been doing for sport. You are one of those Nigerians that continue to make us proud as Nigerians, as Ogun State citizens, indigenous rather, and as a dad. May your days be long.
Amen. And yours too. Thank you. Thank you.
May you continue to provide services for that land, for the state, for Nigeria, and for humanity as a whole.
Thank you, Majid. Thank you. Thank you.
You are indeed a great man.
So let's talk about the Gateway Games.
Okay, yeah, now talking about the Gateway Games, I want to give you this message to you, to the DG, to thank you, because I look at this. who happens to be another proud elder man, and to the governor for providing all resources that made this national festival one of the best, if not the best, to the honor of first festival organization in Nigeria. Those of us who are part of the ceremony, let's ask this participants. But observer, starting from the pre-event, the pre-opening, because as a first entity, I'm very close to the street side here, particularly the Georgia Stadium, where I do some acting.
Okay, so you were at the Georgia Stadium. You were an official.
No, not an official, but an observer.
Okay, an observer. The Georgia Stadium. How was it there? I only went there once.
Very fantastic. Very fantastic. Like I said, I'm a very regular professionally. As a personal, I did some workouts on civil service even before for the past 3 years.
Mm.
When that stadium was inaugurated, I was wild because I knew how it was.
Okay.
And I knew how to turn out now. So once again, kudos to the government.
Fantastic.
So the activities are top done at the Georgia Stadium as well as the MKO Sports Arena. Let me tell you, sir, before the ceremony kicked off, some of us were very pessimistic, going by the way the organization went. Some of us were doubtful, especially when the ceremony was, when the festival was postponed about 2 years ago. Some of us were very doubtful as to whether it was going to take us eventually. But lo and behold, by the time the executive magic unfolded, we were all wow.
Very good.
And I was very proud. I was so proud by the government for giving us this out of the world facility.
Very
So
so just conclude so that we can give others an opportunity to join in too.
So like I give kudos to all that were part of it, but I want to appeal that we should not allow this facility to run away.
Okay.
You know, this culture deficit that we know about Nigeria. It's very sad. It's in charge of the effort, in charge of the resources. I know a lot of the things have done already. So what that has is that it has covered fine. So what I'm saying is that the government will ensure that a body will be set up, I don't know, to look into how this activity can be still to give you so that all these efforts will not stop to it.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, I thank you once again for providing the service. I know you must have worked behind the scenes, giving your own expression, your experience, and your transmission as well as perspective.
Thank you, Majid. Thank you, Majid. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you very much. And on behalf of the governor, I want to say thank you for the nice things you said. Well, he's a happy man, I'm sure, because I saw him from close up for the first time. And he's a workaholic. That man just went on and on and on. I had to dodge, at a point I couldn't cope with, the pace, the quantum of his work. So I had to pull back a little. I saw how all of them, all the officials, Tokunbo Talabi, Chief Onosanya, and all of that, the chief of staff, the head of service, everybody around him, the way they were working round the clock, it was truly impressive. I didn't know that government was that involving. So they deserve our commendation, I must say. The most challenging aspect of it is the coordination of all the activity. There are so many moving parts. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes. Good morning. Welcome to
good morning, sir.
Yes, 90 Minutes with Mathematica. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Coach Olupe calling from Itori.
Okay. Coach, you are a
Yes,
coach.
sir. Firstly, I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate every of your presenters from Igu 7 FM. A nice work done throughout the National Sports Festival. I mean, most times I don't listen to any other sports station, either on radio or on TV. In order for me to know how many medals, I rely mostly on Eagle 7 FM for me to confirm who is at the top and who is below. So we want to appreciate you. We want to appreciate every of your presenters. Yeah, let me quickly now comment the organizers and the host states. I was telling someone when I went to the stadium on Tuesday, I think I got there around 4 o'clock and everywhere was overfilled. That there was no space for anything at all. Everywhere was filled up and I was looking, I almost shed tears because I remember a month ago, before the start of the competition, I was doubting if Ogun State could host that National Sports Festival because of the state of so many things over there. So I refer Ogun State as a magic state, where something can come out of nothing within that short period.
Yes.
And when I got there on Tuesday, I was looking, I almost cried. That is this the same Gateway stadium that I know, that the streets were almost collapsed. Everywhere we are looking at it, we are abandoned. So I want to appreciate the government and all those people in charge. They've really done, in fact, excellently well. I want you to please, but the area I'm concerned is the maintenance. I remember several years ago when we hosted the National Sports Festival, it was similar to this. The maintenance culture has always been an issue. So please, I want you to be on the neck of appeals that you have to the government. I want you to be on their neck so that we can maintain all that we have. If we cannot build more, let's maintain the list that we have. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, Coach. Well spoken there. And I assure you that was why the governor set up, a small group, to now look at the sports economy beyond the games itself. What can we do after the games to ensure that we sustain what we saw as the start of his sports economy? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Dr. Shegun, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Thank you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Gio Shikwabe, calling from Ashero in Abeokuta here.
Okay. Ashero.
Yes, I want to.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I want to really commend, the effort of the governor, and all the people who were involved in organizing, a very successful National Sport Festival, including yourself. I give kudos to you all. Yes, despite all the skepticisms that people were even thinking that, few months to the festival, people thought it's not going to be possible. But I'm very proud to be an indigenous of this state. I'm very proud of the governor and all his team, including yourself, like I said earlier.
Thank you.
And even the performance of the athletes, honestly, we need to give it to them. It shows that based on what they said, that they've been training the athletes and they are going to perform wonderfully. And they did wonderfully well. I want to give it to them. But in the area of maintenance, like the last caller said, I think I heard the government saying they are going to cohort the private sector in managing those facilities for them. It's a good development. It's a good thing in which people need to know that government, of course, I'm not speaking for them, but I heard them saying it. Let them put it into force so that we'll be proud of this state. Honestly, people like you that came out from this state, and all the other athletes, whether in the past or present, I saw so many other events that Ogun State, topped the medal table. I'm very proud of those, athletes. But then we must be able to fulfill the promises on time immediately. Those athletes that represent us, they did everything, to actually make us proud. They should not delay, bureaucracy should not delay the compensations and the rewards. So that they won't come out and be saying, they promised us, they did not fulfill it. So that other states will not touch our athletes. So that other people, other indigenous who are outside will also come in to represent the state, so that we'll be able to probably get to the first position next time in Enugu. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you.
Most especially, even your crew in your stations, they've done very, very well. And I believe very, very soon you'll be able to also have a TV station that will be able to see you, will be able to see, what you've been doing, because you've done a lot for this country too. And of course, God will also reward you with the benefit of all your efforts too. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Have a lovely day.
Thank you very, very much. And salute them in Asheru, part of Abeokuta. Very well said. Again, it's about maintenance. Again, it's about sustaining what has been established. If you went on any day of the festival to the epicenter of activity, which was the MKO Abiola Arena, if you went there at night and saw what was going on there, which was like, the start of a genuine sports economy development in the state. The traffic of humanity, the amount of commercial activity that went on there was just simply mind-boggling. And it just sets the pace. If we can now organize it better, now add structures and then status to the sort of things that will be going on around the venue, around the sports that will be going on in the venue, then we will start truly developing a sports economy in Ogun State. And that's what is going to happen. Because the governor already has appointed me a consultant on that aspect of the development in Ogun State. And for as long as we are given the opportunity, we'll do our best to contribute as much as possible. This is Eagle 7 Sports Radio. We are reaching you live from our studios in Wasimi. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you and where are you calling from, sir?
Yes, Grand Big Shed, congratulations. My name is Engineer Stuart Okosenumi.
Wow.
I'm calling from the Federal Capital Territory.
Wow.
In Abuja.
Abuja. Thank you. Great.
Big Shed. You have done it again.
Barau. That's our newest
God bless you, my brother.
Kingdom. Yes.
Now, this is a very serious business. And I thank you for giving us this opportunity to do an evaluation.
Good.
And probably lessons learned. And the first thing in every project, when you have completed, is to check where are the lessons learned register. The lessons learned register will help organizers of future events to learn from the gaps that have been discovered with a view to making corrections and delivering much more quality outcomes. Now, the first I want to point out, you have been very honest in your assessment when you talked about the touch. The defense touch was missing. And there are several talks around it that it is likely to be a sabotage. Whatever it is a big lesson learned. And we should ensure that future events are prevented from human interaction.
human beings sometimes can be terrible. We don't know what the source of it, but it has to be taken care of.
Good.
I understand government ordered for 2 big torches, or 1 big, 1 small. Whatever it is, it has to be tested ahead of the opening ceremony. And somebody or a team must be kept in charge such that such a sabotage does not repeat itself again.
Very good. Very good.
The second thing I want to talk about is the crowd that goes into our stadia for events. Most of the time, we don't have a control mechanism, and you have overstressed that. That stadium in Abeokuta, for example, have a capacity. They call it built capacity that must not be exceeded. We must install facilities going forward to check the numbers that we admit, no matter under any circumstance of people that can use it. God forbid there will be no calamity from misuse of our stadium stands.
Amen.
The third thing I want to talk about was emphasized by the last speaker when he talked about facilities management. That is a bane not only for Ogun State, it is right around all corners of Nigeria. We know how to spend money on facilities and infrastructure, but we don't have maintenance sense. We don't know how to manage things that are built out of hard-earned resources of government and people. So therefore, I recommend very, very strongly a facility management organization for Ogun State, not only for our sporting facilities, for all facilities of government. I have driven on our bridges. I have seen our drainages. I have seen our street lighting systems. I have seen our housing schemes, just to mention a few, water supply, and so on and so forth. Good to build them, but highly necessary to maintain them so that we can preserve what we have. And my last recommendation, Ogun State is overdue for a sporting institute. Ogun State government should please consider setting up a vibrant sporting institute that will be located in the divisional headquarters, of course, with the headquarters, overall supervising headquarters in the capital city. But we need it so that coordination can be more seamless. We also need a sport equipment market, where we can bring manufacturers to bring in sporting equipment that can get to people cheaply. Government should use this opportunity to establish almost a weekly event where people can do the list, even if it is jogging. Let us promote it to promote the healthy life in our state.
Wow.
I congratulate the governor for celebrating in our May. This is our month.
Yes. So
I did mine on the 15th of May. I welcome my brother on board. Congratulations. Praise. Well done.
Thank
with
you.
your team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next time we see you, I pray it will be here in Abuja so that you will also come and live with us
thank you.
and continue to do the great work. Congratulations, Big Shed. Congratulations, Ogun State. Well done. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, Engineer Joko Sanumi. Well, that was our brother sounding truly professorial there. He gave us a masterpiece into the possibilities going forward from now on. And I'm sure the governor and our people in government have listened to him. Every word he uttered there, very, very sound. That's the quality of human capital that we have in Ogun State. It's just incredible. The more you know about this state, the more fascinated you are about everything in the state. And the potentials are just unbelievable. What this state can do, what this state can become, if only we truly know, appreciate, and do the things we need to do, it will be the number one, the fastest developing environment in the world. I'm not talking about in Nigeria. In the world, we have the capacity, we have the resources, we have the environment, we have the people, we have everything. Anyway, that was Engineer Joko Senumi. Thank you very much. And let me use this opportunity to congratulate all of you May children. Happy birthday to you, including our governor that just did his own birthday too. This is Eagle 7 Sports Radio. We'll take a short break, just a few messages, another musical, and then when we come back, we'll take some more calls. There's a caller already on the line, but let me take him and then we just go on the short break. Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good. Yeah, are you on the program right now?
Yes, I thought you were listening in. That's why you called. What's your name?
No, my name is Mr. Shitu.
Okay.
I have the detail of the program. I'm on the road, but I would like to contribute my own submission on
I
it.
hope you are not driving.
No.
Okay.
I'm not driving.
All right.
Yeah.
So quickly.
Okay. My contribution is that due to my own experience in the past one that have been organized, I can count this one that just concluded as the best.
Very good.
Yes, because I'm fully informed. When we talk of the accommodations, when we talk of feeding, when we talk of athlete welfare, I'm telling you, it's fantastic.
Very good.
Yes, it's fantastic. I can say it anywhere. At least I've involved in this festival for the past 25 years.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, that's my only contribution.
Very good. Enjoy your road walk or whatever it is you are doing on the road, and thank you for your contribution.
Yeah.
Thank you for your contribution. So we just go on this short break, take a musical break. I think Wande Cole was there also at the closing ceremony, and we'll just play a little bit of his music, come back, and then continue with our conversation. This is your show. This is your time to express your opinion, talk about the Gateway Games on 90 Minutes with Mathematical on Eagle 7 Sports Radio. Believe it, it's the number one. That's our target, the number one radio station in the world. After the break.
We're at the boat, you rock the party here on Eagle 7 Sports Radio Station 103.7. Stay locked in. We got you covered.
Yes, welcome back. 90 Minutes with Mathematical. Today is 90 Minutes with the public. The telephone numbers 0700 2255 1037 081 27828497. You can get me on either of those two numbers and you can make your contribution. This morning is your show. Let's take this caller. Good morning. Hello. Okay, you can just call either of those two numbers and you'll be connected with me. And we'll discuss Gateway Games and your own impressions, your experiences. Share them with us, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. Personally, I want to say that, yes, I was at the first one. That was in the maiden edition in 1973. And nobody had previous experience before then. So, we were camped in... Hello,
Big Shag.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. It's Majid once again. Just a minute or two.
Okay, Majid, yes.
Hello.
Quickly, go on. Yes.
Yeah, I thought that I just grant me this indulgence, just a minute or two. Yeah, I want to congratulate you, sir, because you mentioned that the state governor has already appointed you as a consultant to look into the possibility of the sports economy. I'm very proud for that, information, because you deserve it and even more. So I'm now, confident that the facilities will be put to proper use after the event, given your experience and your commitment to development in Nigeria. Then talking about the athletes, I want to join one of the speakers who advised that the Ogun State athletes should be compensated along the lines of the promises made before the ceremony. You see, our athletes have made us proud, just like everybody has made us proud. And it should not be good enough if after the outing, a very good outing, the athletes are left in the cold. Because going by experience, the last national festival in Delta, the athletes were not properly treated after the ceremony. It took some time due to red tape and civil service issues. So I hope this will not happen, so that the athletes will be encouraged and do better in subsequent festivals. Once again, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Well, one thing I would say, I'm not a politician, and I'm not a sycophant. I don't just heap praises on people unnecessarily for any cause. One thing I would say about my own impressions, what happened, shortly before and during the games, is an appreciation of the governor. I didn't think, and I was proven right later, that he's not a sports person, he's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman, and I've never connected with him in sport before now. So I can readily say that he wasn't really deeply involved in sport. And that's a common thing, all over the place. If you are not deeply involved, you wouldn't appreciate a lot of the things going on there. But the assurance I have now is that after the experience of these games, working with him for the few weeks that I have, I see that there has been truly a transfiguration. I'm using that word carefully. It's not transformation, it's a transfiguration. You are not familiar with something and suddenly you now just see it clearly for what it is. That's what happened. And when I chose my moment of the games, I chose the moment when the governor went on that podium and he tackled the speech that he delivered on that day could only be delivered by somebody who is deep in sports and somebody who actually genuinely wants to add, value to sport. It was the best speech that I have seen him deliver anywhere. He was so confident. He was reading, he was making that speech as if he was a poet. It was very poetic and very dramatic. And at the end, he evoked the spirit of our ancestors to say, look, these games should be good. Give us all the luck, give us all the support so that we can make this the best. And that's what happened. It is not by anybody's effort. What happened during these games? I was there. It's not anybody's effort. It is not that, people were controlling it so well and things were happening in accordance with something that was beyond all of us. I saw Ogun State people for the first time just behave. Nobody was saying, do this, do that, directing them. They were behaving fantastically. Everywhere. You don't go to the stadium and just find, such peace and order, and even within the chaos, it was beautiful. So you could just see the divine hand, supporting what the governor did. And he shone like a million stars. This governor shone like a million stars. He came out of it better than he has ever been in the 6 years of his government. That's my own assessment. And we must give kudos to him. He was supported by the elements, by God. He had around him a good team of dedicated staff. I saw the way they were working. You know, they were his shadow. Tokunbo Talabi, you know, the head of service, Onosoya, you know, Wasiu Isiaka, Kweku Tando, you know, even Olopade and all that. You know, they all did so well. One must commend them. That does not mean it was a perfect organization, but it was good. And you could see that we didn't have anything untoward. We didn't have disasters. We didn't have, despite the huge numbers, there were no security lapses or reports that would have marred the games. The only few glitches, which is natural, were so little they were tackled, like the protest of the Ogun State athletes. It was so small, so avoidable. But when I found out later, just a mistake of the head, and it was dealt with very, very quickly. So overall, I think, you know, the people of Ogun State, the credit must go to the people of Ogun State for your conduct, for the way you welcomed our visitors, our, you know, strangers amongst us, for the way we didn't harass anybody. We didn't need the police to control us, do anything. People went to the stadium and they did not struggle to go to where they didn't qualify to go. People went to sit in the popular sites and everything. Everything was so. Look, I don't know what to say, but I am so proud to be a citizen of this state and to be counted amongst, you know, the indigenes of Ogun State, because I saw it. You know, we didn't need anybody to tell us what to do and how to behave. We were behaving and doing well. And that's how things should be. That's how it should be. This should be the most peaceful state in the country. It is one of it. This will be the most secure. And we don't need anybody to do it for us. We can do it ourselves. This is Eagle 7 Sports Radio, coming to you live from our studios in that great serene environment of Wasimi, 23 kilometers from Abeokuta, that I describe as paradise. You haven't come here yet, you have to come and see and eat nature's best recipes and breathe the freshest air you can think of anywhere, and meet decent people and wonderful people, and so on and so forth. Anyway, yes, this is 90 Minutes with Mathematical. It's your show this morning. Call us on those numbers and make your contribution on the Gateway Games. It's been truly terrific. 2 weeks. You know, every second of it I enjoyed. I hope you went to the stadium. If you didn't go to the stadium, you missed a spectacle. Good morning.
Good morning, Chief Dr.
Yes, thank you. Who are you and where are you calling from?
This is Nicholas. I'm calling from Abeokuta.
Okay, Nicholas.
Abeokuta North, to the north side.
Okay, go.
And I want to thank you, Toby Amuson and Ate Joshua, for accepting the ambassadorial role for the games.
Our ambassadorial role for the games. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah. Then Asha and Davido had a nice welcoming ceremony performance at least to attract the youths.
Very good.
Who were the principal youth are the ones involved in sport, except for sports like golf and shooting and maybe chess and indoor games. Then Kwamwana attracted the real locals. And like you said, I was at the stadium twice on 2 different days. Kuto and Alake Sport Center.
Yeah.
At least by some national standards or global standards, if you want to say, the scoreboard at the Alake Center was what moved me the most. You know, and the presence of security men and nurses who almost had nothing to do because there was so much serenity and peace.
Fantastic.
But what I don't know is how the Sports Commission were monitoring some of the talent. I saw some of, you know, there is Bayelsa volleyball there, there is Rivers basketball there, you know, but I don't know if there's a technical committee who was taking notes.
Yes. I will just answer yes. There was a committee that was responsible for discovering young talent. They were there.
Okay.
Yes. From sport to sport, they were there. Yes.
Yeah. Then I don't know if they can review the policy. Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear that. I didn't hear that.
I wish they can review the policy so that when state hosts, the TV senatorial zones would be involved. I mean, not everybody could play for Rangers or Shooting Stars. But God in the day was found from National Bank as a crack. So I would like the NSC and Ozobula to make sure the TV senatorial zones have a spot that they will host to draw talent at the of the forgotten areas. Let me allow someone else to call. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. I'm sure they will get to hear your suggestion. They will get to hear because after this, we deploy technology. You know, radio is not the radio you used to know. Radio is now one of the most powerful tools for dissemination of information around the world. It is both audio and video, and it goes beyond terrestrial. You know, it's on social media platforms all over the world. You can hear. You just heard us. You know, Engineer Joko sent me call. He called from Abuja. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning once again. Big Shege. This is Gio Shikwa. They calling back from Ashero in the
Okay.
Yes, on the issue of the challenge, I feel that for the first time, it's like we have been blessed. We have potential. Yes, all over the federation, but here in Ogun State, we saw so many talents, so many potentials that really did wonderfully well. That we need to really of course develop them more. Like Apache and the rest of them that we now have to be, just like yourself, And when we see such talent and the kind of enthusiasm, and they now came to represent their state and they perform well. Look at the numbers of gold and the silver and the bronze that we won. Honestly, governors should not just rest. Our governor has done wonderfully well, but there should be a committee in place to really develop this talent and develop them to that great height, so that we'll be able to now, have these people, using their potential and their talent to really represent this country and, do great things for this nation. And I believe that God will help you, being a consultant. Congratulations, sir. God will help you in this task that we'll be able to also see in the future the great talents that we have in Ogun State as the representatives. Thank you. Have a lovely day, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I will just add that, you see, Ogun State is blessed because we have so many schools. You have to tie sport with school. We have we have the largest number of tertiary institutions of any state in the country. And that is a place where you can develop sport. Unfortunately, sport is not a big item in schools, generally in the country, and Ogun State is not an exception. But we must re-strategize, we must refocus, we must go back and reset the buttons of our development and tie them to institutions. And that institution for sports development is the school, primary, secondary, tertiary. We must do everything to ensure that we combine the academics with sport. And sports encompasses everything in life, I tell you, when you really think about it. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please,
good
can
morning,
you
sir.
just turn down the volume of your radio set?
Yeah, I've done that, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is John Egege, calling from Abeokuta, sir.
John Egege.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I actually want to, first of all, thank God Almighty for the success of the hosting of the games. Honestly, from the beginning to the end of the sports festival, it was fantastic. I was there for like 2 days.
Wow. We just lost John Egege. We couldn't help it. That's technology. But try again if you can get us. That would be fantastic, because I liked how you started. Okay. So, John, we are waiting for your call. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, my big brother.
Good morning.
Congratulations. And we hope the ambassadorial feel will continue to spread. Just like you are painting.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is simply Michel Obi. I'm calling from
the great Platini himself. The great.
Yes, so my brother from another mother.
The great wordsmith, the man who makes words sound like flour.
My big brother from another mother, and I am in Ogun State. I'm calling you from Arepo. You know, Arepo is part of Ogun State, so we are all celebrating a moment to cherish.
Fantastic.
And you know, in Arepo here we have the only local government with 3 radio stations in the same street.
Really? Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah, many people don't know. You have Kenneth FM and the only women FM radio in Nigeria. Yes.
Okay. It's
all on the same street.
It's on that street. Eh? I have to visit one of these days, Michel.
And the governor did a marvelous job. It took him 9 months to get the road in Arepo done. And Arepo now is another city entirely.
Wow.
Of course, you know, the journalists have their true home here.
Yes. I was supposed to have a plot in that place, but I didn't have the money to be like you. But don't worry.
You know,
when I grow up,
it's not all about money.
So
anyway, the joy of the festival is the fact that we can think of our own Olympics. And when you have a mandate at the national level, which is being replicated at the subnational level, it tickles the fancy that we can find a convergence all around. So why the state is trying to really go down to the real grassroots, there is harmony of policy at the national level, which allows some of the good thinking and, of course, some of the good outcomes to flourish on a pan-Nigerian spread. And I think that is what Ogun State has done. And I think the way we have to go, Big Sheikh, is to find a festival where we stay faithful to the date. If we say festival is going to start a particular year and a particular date is fixed, let's stay faithful to it. And then let's have facilities that can be tested a clear 1 year or 6 months even before the event. So the build-up starts. If you are talking about the sports economy, it's not just about the event. It's before, during, and after.
Absolutely.
So let's try to find a schedule that responds to the dynamics of today, so that the tourism or the touristic potentials are perpetual.
Fantastic.
And then, of course, the athletes. Some say, okay, if this is our Olympics, let's throw it open, let the best of the best, wherever they are, let them come and compete, and from it we can filter the best still that can represent us anywhere in the world.
That was the original vision. That's the original vision. Yes.
Some have come in with the talent discovery, exposure, and of course, which is a good one. But you know, when you discover and expose talent, you also have to filter them. So will you have another festival where they will really get through the grind?
You're right. You're right. So simple. I wonder why they don't see it. It's so simple.
So we have to look at those elements. My big take, Shege, is how Ogun State can find I don't want to call it a mode of movement that will link up everywhere. But I think it's time for Ogun State to start thinking about, if not a tramway or a light rail, something system. That can connect every part of Ogun State. That way, Lagos will just be a joke in time to come.
Wow. Wow. Well, maybe we should start now thinking of the next government, because this government has 2 years to go. And
yes,
this is a long-term project, so we must ensure that we get the right person to be the next governor of this state, because the opportunities and potentials are so huge, and we can see it. And I just wonder why, people like you, with all your experiences, people don't even know the depth of your personal experiences in sport, beyond just being the journalist. You were at the helm of affairs at the time in this country. And your consultancy should just be booming left and right and center. But, well, that's another topic for another day. But Michelle,
yeah, but you of course, you know that you are not a politician, as you rightly said, and so some of us are not into politics. But there is politics in everything.
You're right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, there's politics in everything. Yes, and come to think of it, a rail line from Shagamu to Abeokuta to Ikenne. Now that you have Remo Stars going continental, how do you draw the fans? How do you draw the fans? For the first time, Ogun State has a team that has won the league. And a team that is anchored on a private initiative, and that's the future. So you add that to the sports festival, you add that to a radio station in Wasimi that is inside the heart of a sports college, and then of course you look at the burgeoning industrial setting, and then a mind that is really thinking hard. I listened to that speech of the governor. I think those who put down some of the thoughts there, where they did their homework, they must have written that speech a clear 1 month for him to really see.
The way the man delivered
it, he delivered it well. He delivered it well, and I think that is the take. When you deliver a speech so well, it becomes your own.
Yes, yes, it was fantastic. Anyway, Michelle, just so good to hear your voice always, man. The master.
Thank you, and just keep on trudging. The month of May, the month of miracle, is almost fading away. Let's look at the joy of June.
You will always leave us with flowers. Michelle Obi, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
I wish you the same, my big brother.
Thank you. Well, that was Michelle Obi. Such a pleasure to have him on the show and to have his voice. Yeah, so Eagle 7 Sports Radio. Yes, we are running quickly to the end of the show, but we'll still take a few more calls because, as I said, this is your show. And I am here in Wasimi waiting to receive your calls. Good morning.
Yeah, this is Mr. John calling again. John Igege, sir.
Yes. John Igege. Yeah. John Igege. Yes, sir. Where's that name from? Where's that name from? Igege.
From Delta State.
And you people came first. You are monopolizing that position so much that we are tired.
No, really, sir.
We are tired of Delta State.
We prepared for it. We really prepared for it.
Yes. We are proud of you. We are proud of you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Good.
Sir, I want to ask a question. See, the way we take sports development in Nigeria, honestly, we are paying lip service to sports development. You see, I started running from primary school as a long-distance runner. And I did it into secondary school, and I did it even to local government and whatever. Today, sports in the schools, primary schools, secondary schools, honestly, sir, there is nothing to write home about it. Ogun State is not, I mean, the schools are not doing well. In those days, sir, in football, we have the Principal's Cup, we have Shell Cup competition. These are the areas where footballers are being picked from. I remember in those days, good footballers were picked from primary grammar school in those days. But today, we are not having such again, sir. How do we go about this? That is my question, sir.
Well, you know, I cannot answer that question here. You have to pay me. You have to pay me for consultancy.
Okay, can I visit you? Can I visit you as me, sir?
Oh yes, so you can come. The garden is there. It will welcome you, you know, heartily. The garden is there. And by the way, tonight is going to be the night in Wasimi. Okay. Because you know, it's the finals of the European Champions League.
Exactly.
And, we are in for a treat, and at the garden, people are in for a treat. There's so much entertainment that will go on there today. Free this, free that, and so on and so forth. So if you are the adventurous type and you want to enjoy your evening watching the best football in the world, at least for tonight, then that's the place to go. Okay?
All right.
It's in one.
All right.
Come, and if you introduce yourself, your name, you can't miss it. John Egege.
Egege.
John
yes, sir.
Egege. It's a fantastic name. And
thank you very much.
We congratulate you, congratulate your state.
Thank you very much, sir.
And
thank you very much,
we
sir.
are catching up. Ogun State, we are catching up. You know, we haven't, look, I live here. We haven't done anything in sports development. Yet we are number 2 in the country now. Imagine if we now commit to doing some more. We will turn this state into the Mecca of sports. That's the opportunity that we have. And if we see the potentials in making, in exploiting the opportunities that sports can create in economically for the state, this place will be serious. So those are the things on offer. Well, we'll take our last call. And I don't know who that will be, but there may even be a gift for you. I don't know what that gift will also be. It could be an invitation to come and take out of my...
Hello, sir.
Hello, I'm trying to invite you to come and take out of the mountain goats that we are going...
Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You are not listening to me. I was saying that you are the last caller today. And
yes, I got it.
I am trying to give you a gift. And
that's great.
And I'm thinking that we have these goats, mountain goats. It's a local goat, so it's no GMO, no chemicals at all. That we are going to we are going to grill today in Wasimi at the Bamboo Garden. And
that's great.
Yes, and we have day fresh palm wine. They have gone this morning to get you to this fresh palm wine. So if you drink it, it doesn't have much alcohol. It doesn't have any alcohol.
Mathematical 7 I know.
Okay.
Yes.
And all those great guys will be there. You know, all the presenters of our programs, Maximum Goal Poacher who cannot score goals, and Donald and all those AY. I abuse all of them when I see them. They make so much noise on radio, they can't perform. I beg. So, what's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm Oladile, calling from Abeokuta.
Okay, Chief Oladile. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, my own is commendation for everybody that has participated in this sports festival.
Good.
And even the organizers, I commend them. I tell you, because you know what? The facilities, I've been trying the facilities. I'm a sports enthusiast.
Okay.
I'm not an expert in that area. I'm not a journalist. I just like sports. That is my way. So I've been trying the facilities even before the commencement of the festival. I even go with some kids at times. Let them see what is really happening at the sports arena, at the MKO Sports Arena, as well as the Georgia Stadium there. A month to the commencement, I felt the festival will not hold. I must tell you. When you look at the facilities there, I know the training pitch there, what it used to be, what it got to be later on, about 4 lawn tennis courts, the swimming pool, it is marvelous. It is a sight to behold. I commend the state government, and in particular, I want to continue to pray that God will continue to strengthen Mathematical 7. God will continue to strengthen you.
Thank you, sir.
I always speak all the messages, all the information you've been giving us on the radio station, and the radio station Eagle 7 in particular. So let me just straight away, because there isn't time, I think I have to defer my messages and other things. And the comment I want to make, because I know time is gone, is because the maintenance of that place, I think it should be segmented. The maintenance of the facilities, it should be segmented. I don't think it should be given to just one person to manage the main bowl as well as all these courts and other things, the handball, and it should be open to the public. Let us catch our athletes young when it is open and it is commercialized to some extent. I'm not saying it should be commercialized to the extent that it should be difficult for people to access the facilities. But to some extent, let us see if people can go there. Because I've experienced one thing at a time. From that stadium to that particular place is just about 200 meters.
Yeah.
When I take kids to that area, they will tell me, you are not a member of this particular place, you cannot play lawn tennis there. But with the facilities in place, I commend the state government and the arrangement, the accommodation and everything. Kudos to everybody. Don't let me talk too much. Thank you very much, sir.
Chief Oladele, thank you very much. My invitation still stands. Don't forget tonight.
I'll be there.
Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night.
Thank you very much, sir. I so much appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is Eagle 7 Sports Radio. 90 minutes with Mathematical comes to an end now. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate our governor, to congratulate the government of Ogun State, to congratulate the people of Ogun State for hosting a truly terrific National Sports Festival. There are a few names, definitely that ought to be mentioned. One is Dr. Kweku Tando, who is the executive secretary of the Games. He did a terrific job. The commissioner, Wasiu Isiaka, a great guy. My friend's brother, GNI. GNI is my friend, and Wasiu is his brother. The head of service, wow. Kende Onosoya. The man is so hardworking. It is unbelievable. He's here and there and everywhere. And also, of course, talking about Talabi, who is the secretary to the state government, another hardworking man. I had the opportunity to work with them very closely, and they did a terrific job. Bukola Olokpade, the DG of the National Sports Commission, Alhaji Shehu Diko, Malam Shehu Diko, the chairman of the National Sports Commission, and so many others, who contributed to making the Gateway Games a truly memorable event. But on top of all of that tree is the man himself, the man of the moment, my man of the Gateway Games. Unpaid advertisement is not even advertisement, but something that is well earned and well deserved, no matter what you think about him. Dr. Prince Dakpo Abiodun, CON. Congratulations. We wish you the best. Join me again next week, Saturday, when we bring you another wonderful package on 90 Minutes with Mathematical. And until then, bye for now.